Okay, we are back. Hey everyone, sorry. Sorry about that before. I am just gonna get rid of start again and just recap what I was talking about. Thank you for joining me. My name is Rochelle. I didn't even get to introduce myself before. I was worried about what was going on. I tried something and it did work when I was testing it, but then it wasn't going on. So today is our birthday class series session 4. And I showed you before the catalog which we have just received as demonstrators. So this goes live early May, by memory May 3rd or 4th, to customers. If you would like to get your hands on that catalog, let me know. I can get you a copy sent out. Let me know by tomorrow if you want to get the first round of catalogs. If you want to order from the catalog in April, you can get the starter kit and you will be able to pre-order from the brand new catalog. Demonstrators get to order from a select range of that catalog in April. So that is a perk we get, and the catalog has some beautiful product in it. As always, we've got everything in colors and things new in colors as well. So thanks for joining me for our last session of this series. I shared lots of products, a set of products, and it included celebration products for the classes. So it was all the same products I used, shared different ways to use them. Celebration being ended. Sorry if I'm recapping, but if you missed the last video and because it went a bit haywire, I thought I'll recap. I'm not using the celebration products, but I am using some other products. So the first bundle I'm using is the Artfully Layered bundle. So I've got I showed you the card earlier, what we were making. So that's the card. I'm going to change up the colors a bit with that. And this is your Artfully Layered stamp set. This I think reminds me a little bit of the Forever Fern stamp set, because it's got those nice large images and things like that with the leaves, and I think it would go well with sorry, I'm just getting a piece of grid paper. It would go well with those leaves because it combines well. It's got some nice script font there, and it's also got in the dies, I'll show you some, these, so that cuts like the outline of the leaf, so you get like a image. So these will cut out like that. These also cut out the designer series paper. Same with that, there's images in the designer series paper that it cuts. There's sort of smaller leaf that I actually haven't used, I don't think, but that actually, oh yes I have. That's an outline like similar to that. There's that one, just like a bit of a palm leaf, you could say. A nice little border die, that one. And this cuts all of that together, but it separates out. So different dies there. So I just need that one now. So I'm just doing this in a different colorway, just to show you some alternatives. You know me, I like to do things differently, and it just gives you different options as well. So if you've got a Calypso Coral card base, and just take your bone fold in and give it a burnish. I've got Calypso Coral ink pad, and we'll take this leaf and I'm going to stamp around the card base, so the front, so it's tone on tone stamping, and you want to just flip that image around. I'll bring that this way, and I did the corners first And then I could kind of go in between. You don't need much. I might even do one that way and one that way. All right, I'll save. I won't clean that stamp yet because I'll probably use it again. Then I've done some pre-die cutting and things to help us move it along. I have die cut this designer series paper, so that's that artfully layered designer series paper from the Stitch So Sweetly dies. And I've also got a layering piece, and this is also from the Stitch So Sweetly dies. So you will get all these pieces in your kit. So how this is run today, it's a class. So basically any orders over $60 you place with me using that horse code between today and this Sunday, you will get all the pieces to make these cards. The stamped images are not included, but you will get the die cut pieces. I'll include the leaf and things, but you just have to have the stamp. You can substitute with any stamps you have. I'm stamping this in Evening Evergreen. And I'll keep Evening Evergreen. I've got a piece of, just a smaller piece of cardstock. And I will clean this up because I need to stamp my leaf for my focal point. And just do that in the center. And what we'll do, I've got the two colors I've brought in mint macaron, which is the same colors I used on my sample, and soft sea foam, but I may switch that around to use this. There's Old Olive, there's Just Jade, which is one of our retiring in colors. I may use Just Jade with soft sea foam. Now just bear in mind, Just Jade is with it being retired, if it's available, then you need to get it now, otherwise once it's gone it won't be available again. So, but you can substitute with what you have. That's the good thing with this bundle or this suite. It's got lots of greens, so you can change it up a bit, switch it around like you've just seen me do. I was going to use a different combination, but as I've seen the DSP, I've decided I want to do something different. So I've just colored that in with the dark soft sea foam. Really simple coloring. They're nice leaves, aren't they? Then I will bring in, this is the lighter Just Jade. I'm not sure whether these are discounted. I really haven't checked on the stamping blends because this will be outgoing. I'm gonna miss Just Jade. It's my favorite green. I will put the link up for the catalog so you can request the catalog. I was mentioning earlier that the catalog, I send it out, it's like free. I don't charge for the catalog. It's just and all my customers just get it sent out. If you are new and new to me, and if you would like a catalog, you don't have anyone who sends it out to you, I am charging $10 just to cover postage, and this will cover your postage for the whole range of catalogs through the year. So that's a one-off fee, but you will get that back in a credit, and you can use that $10 credit you get on a order placed in May. So it pretty much writes that $10 off, so you don't lose it as such. I'm going to put some dimensionals on this. I didn't explain my class. I was continuing with my class. So you get the kit if it's over $60 today. So all 4 card kits, they're individually marked. I will show you after this card how I actually package my kits, and you can see how easy it is for you to just grab a kit and start making it. And I've just glued that down. Then we'll die cut this leaf using that. Please ask me any questions you may have. I will help you. I'm trying to make this straight. And if your order hits $90, so anything between today and Sunday, this Sunday, I will add the chevron ribbon. The Evening Evergreen chevron ribbon. Now, if that sells out, I will substitute with another ribbon of equal value, because that is a retiring product. I didn't realize, so don't worry, you will get something similar or that you can use with your projects. So just run that through your die cutting machine. So these dies fit in your mini stamping cut and emboss machine, which is on sale for 2 more days. You have time to get it till the 31st of March is when our special ends. So it's on 20% off at the moment for $83. Great time to add that to an order. So we're just gonna put that there. Add some dimensionals. So you've got the stamping cut and emboss machine, the mini one, and you've got 13 bundles on special at 20% off. Some of those bundles are retiring, some are carrying over, but that entire special, it's called Savings in Bloom, that special ends on 31st, which is on Thursday. It's April Fool's Day on Friday. I'm not one to play who plays April Fool's jokes. I feel bad when I play April Fool's, so I don't do it. So this is the ribbon I am hoping to give you when you place an order of $90. You get 9.1 meters of this, and it's nice thicker ribbon. You can use it even for gift wrapping. You can pull those apart and fray that comes up nicely as well. glue dot. Let's get a glue dot, put that, and just tuck that in there. Then the next thing I'm going to add are these. These are retiring. It's in color gems. So really you could use a lot of these. They kind of mix and match. These were in the 2021, 2023 in colors. I'm getting so confused with the dates far out. So I'm just using the Evening Evergreen ones. And let's do the inside of a card and the envelope. Bring back our scrap. I was going to stamp this in Calypso Coral, but I think the Evening Evergreen will be a nice contrast against the Calypso Coral. Okay, let's glue that like that. Thank you to those of you who have placed orders with me this past week. I appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy all the products you are getting. You'll be getting a tutorial from me as well. As a thank you, everyone who places an order gets a separate tutorial and thank you card. With this you will get your PDF tutorial as well for this. So that's our first card done. Now that was, so this is the other one I did. I substituted obviously the cardstock for DSP for something a little bit different, and it gives a different look, but just trying out different things. And I just added a bit of Just Jade on that leaf. Other than that, it's pretty similar. I mean, obviously I've changed the color of the base cardstock, but you can change, try different pieces of that designer series paper and you will get different looks. And I think it's some lovely paper. And stamping backgrounds gives you various options to create with those cards. So I hope you like that one. Give me a moment while I just clean up my stamps. So in your PDF you will get all the dimensions so you can recreate this, and I will give you all those pieces die cut anyway, and get your DSP. This is my little way, just a little hint. I put the name of the dies in there because I store my dies separately, so then I can find them, and I store the dies in alphabetical order. Just helps me find things. So maybe that might help, especially when we're getting new products. It's just good to have some storage tips and things. The next card we're doing is with the Kite Delight stamp set. this has been a really fun set, and it sort of exudes like all those nice bright colors, and we've done it with the sunshine and rainbows paper and things like that. Today I'm using the Pattern Party Host paper. I've got a couple of variations. So I'm doing one on a Blushing Bride card base, and this is the Pattern Party paper. So this is when your order reaches 250. So if you want to host a party, you can, and you get host rewards. But the same host rewards, if your order reaches 250, you can get host rewards too. And this is one of the host rewards available, or you can choose anything else you want. So you don't have to stick to the host products. You can pick glue if you want, or cardstock, whatever. You can pick anything from the catalog. That paper is 12 by 12. It's got heaps of paper in it. Lots of sheets, and the one side is black and white, and then the other's got like bright cheerful colors in it. So we've got some heat embossing to do as well. I'm going to be using this larger kite with the tail. Get my piercing mat, because it's a photopolymer stamp set. Always have your piercing mat. Now the colors I'm using are Real Red and Bermuda Bay. Just some bright colors and adding some really fun colors to the mix. Alright, let's stamp our tail in Bermuda Bay. I think you can go either way with this, but I went like this. If you want, you could even color those boys in, which we have done before. It's a bit juicy, my ink pad. You can see the little dots in between. It's okay. Those little dots are not meant to be there, it's just my ink pad's a little bit juicy. But alright, it's the kite, and it could be the design on the kite. It is the design on the kite now. We just go with it. What I do normally, sometimes if I re-ink as well, I don't think I've re-inked red in forever. I know you're not meant to leave your ink pads open. Sometimes I leave it open for 5 minutes. Sometimes it takes away that excess, or I stamp from different parts of the ink pad first, take off that excess ink. So it is not so strong, because it can become very strong. Sonia, thanks for sharing too. I noticed you shared. Okay, before I go on and before I forget, I was going to show you how I package my cards, and I did say I'd show you at the end of the last card. So let's just switch gears here. So this is how I package my cards. So this is from my team meeting, from our last team meeting, and some of my girls couldn't make it. So apart from the fact some are in Perth, so they can't really make it. But so we packaged up, and we did Waves of the Ocean was our set, and so all the cards are individually wrapped, packaged, and ready to go. So if you want to take card number 2, you just refer card number 2 on your PDF and just start creating. So that's how it goes. The same with my Class in the Mail or Card Club, except you'd get 2 of each in Card Club, and it's nicely wrapped, and you'd get product as well with it. So you'd get designer series paper, and maybe some, like, you'd get full packs of, or half packs of designer series paper, full packs of ribbon, or more product. This has just individual things. I just wanted to give you a little bit of insight there, what goes on. That's just our team meeting cards. So we have make and takes for our team meetings, and that was our last one last week. So I'll just go back to our card. Just glue this down. So this seems like a really odd combination, because like you got pink and red. It's like, Cassidy, my daughter always says, not pink and red. She's going, what? Not pink and red. But I've taken the colors from this. So I pick up my colors from the designer series paper, and then it doesn't look so bad, because you're kind of picking up the color combinations from your paper. So I'm just going this down because the kite's gonna be up, and I'm gonna put this on the side, because when I did my sample, the sentiment was a little bit too close, and I like it a bit further. I'll show you my sample. Use our bits and pieces on our kite, and then it all kind of comes together. That blue there is like it's not quite pool party, but it actually reminded me of one of our old colors, tempting turquoise, but I don't think it is. That's why I said I was thinking it was, but it's a darker, or it could be Coastal Cabana even. That's why. Now, while I moved things around on my desk, and I lost things. Okay. Now I've picked up again. I've gone with the Night of Navy there, just to be different. And we've got some Versamark and some white embossing powder, and we'll stamp our sentiment. So we're going with birthdays, so that's why I'm sticking with the birthdays. Now what I did was cut my sentiment in 2. So this is the birthday sentiment. Says, another year flies by, happy birthday. The other card I did was just happy birthday, so I just wanted to use the happy birthday, so I went ahead and just cut my stamp. So by putting this just one card, you can put this stamp together, right? So it's like pretty simple. So it's like so don't do several cuts, but just do one cut across, and then it'll just go together in like place, like a jigsaw. That doesn't want to stick on my block. Let's put it here. Alright. So we're stamping in Versamark. Versamark is a form of ink, but it's more stickier ink. I'm just going to flip that. I know the stitching is on the other side, but I was a bit crooked there. And you get the basic idea. Let's pour that white embossed powder over. That doesn't look very good. Just by eye, I'm just thinking something looks wonky. But let's see. Let's see how this turns out, huh? I don't know. It seems like something's got mixed in with my embossing powder. I don't know whether I've mixed clear, and it's very easy to do because they look alike, clear and white. Let's see how this heat embosses. It is going to be like magic. See what happens. And if not, we will just stamp another one. The R doesn't want to stay on. We'll see what happens and just do another one. Just get my heat tool. That didn't quite come right, so I'm going to redo that so you can see what it looks like better. So let's do that again. You want a nice clean sentiment, and if not, and we won't have the stitching. The stitch is all on the other table, but we can always cut it to size and give it a bit of a shake. That looks a bit better. Okay. Alrighty, we'll just cut that down. Bring in our trimmer. So seeing I stamped crooked, let's just straighten the bottom first. And then we have a straight edge to go on. Ooh, that was tight. Didn't quite think of that one. Never mind. And we'll trim that so I can go pretty close. And we'll go closer here. So we're nice and even. Okay. So that's there. Now you can see that it is a bit speckled. You can stamp it in, it could be just the nature of how it was, but I will be testing that embossing powder with another larger stamp. It's a bit trickier on sentiments to tell, but we'll just go with this. For the purpose of this card, now for the inside, I've got a piece of basic white, and we'll just stamp the kite again just on the side. Right, my red ink has gone. I think I put it far away as I could put it, so I didn't get any red ink near me. Alright, so I'm just going to angle this just on the side. And then we've got envelope, like just to tie all that in. And to finish off the card was with some embellishments. We've got some iridescent rhinestones. And that's that one, and I'll show you the other one I did. So it's the pattern party paper. So same thing, just so obviously I did that, I didn't emboss that, so you can see what it looks like. We can redo that with Night of Navy or maybe Bermuda Bay ink. I did that with Bermuda Bay and Granny Apple Green. So this is another sheet from that pattern party paper, so it has a black and white side on the other side, and same design. I just switched this a bit to the right, to give more space for that sentiment, and 2 options there for you. With I think the Kite Delight stamp set may have been a little bit overlooked in our catalog, or it's not one that probably stands out first up. We generally tend to go for those sweets and things like that. So I hope that has inspired you to use that stamp set and create more with it, and really try. It's a great set for little kids, for mail cards. You can make it really girly, do the little ribbons coming off the... I've kept it pretty simple, but if you wanted to add more ribbons to the tails and really doing all that sort of stuff, you can. Even the sun is so sweet. You can make a nice little background designer series paper with the sun and the clouds. I think that would be really sweet. What about for a baby card? Just get it out of the way for us now. Okay, so the next card we have is, oh, Flowing Flowers. I like this one. I like them all, but Flowing Flowers was another one, I think. For sentiments and things in them, and this was one of them. It offers lots of scope. And I like that it's distinctive stamp set, so it has those nice opaque images and with all those the nice detail in it. So this is a nice way that the technique I'm using in this card is a nice way to get some stamping and get you stamping and creating nice backgrounds. And you can use this with any stamp set or any floral stamp you've got, and I do use this technique a lot. It's a nice little way to do that and get more use out of your stamps as well, because we all want to get lots of use out of our stamps. I am using Just Jade, and I'll be using these 2 and also so I'm taking my Just Jade. I'm going to test it first to make sure that it's not too strong in color, and I think that's good color. So I'm turning the stamp this way, right? So upside down kind of thing. To and then I got it and creating a nice little border. So that's Just Jade I've used. Catch that, or did the, oh yeah, but hopefully you're catching that. So we created a nice little border with Just Jade. Now we're going to bring in Mint Macaron. And I'm going to bring in this little stamp set, this little stamp, and we're going to stamp the flowers on. Right. So in between and around, and not keeping it the same, to make it uneven a little bit. It has a bit of a fairy tale like. So I'm stamping some off, some stamped on, and that's basically what I wanted to create. I've had a we are going to do that. paint is the all together DSP. I'm going to put some of this Evening Evergreen ribbon across it. So you do that. We'll just put some of 2 pieces of tear and tape on the back. And then I will glue this. This paper is black and white, so it's versatile in color, in those little hearts if you want, maybe in some pastel colors and some blending and things like that. All right. To the tip again, we will tie that with our tear and tape. So just like that. So that's something I think to play with online, or contact me to place your order whatever you like. But if you want retiring products, though, just don't wait, because you don't want to miss out on some of them might leave. Oh, I like that combo, the color combo. Something different. This should have made a good St. Patrick's Day card, huh? In greens, more greens. Okay, do we do the flower in? Yeah, I think we'll do it in Just Jade, just to give Just Jade a fond farewell. So I've stamped my big flower in Just Jade, and I'm going to fussy cut this one. Make sure you join me tomorrow night as well. I have a Facebook Live with it tomorrow night. Oh, Facebook Live today, but this is a class. I know it gets to those who enjoy, and you never know who might enjoy watching some crafting just to relax. It is a little bit slow, the internet, I realize it, but you will get there. Okay, and I'm just making sure everything, you guys are still there. Okay, so we're just going to add the Winker Stella. So this has glitter in it, so as you spread that, it will blend, because this is water soluble colors. So can you see that color sort of blending nicely, and it'll start shading. I'm hoping I'm still live because I know I can't see what's happening, so I'm hoping you guys can see me. And I'm just going to add some glitter. Now you might not be able to see this, I'll bring it up close, but it's a very slight shimmer. And as I say, dries quickly, so you're not, and you don't have glitter. If you don't, are not who's glitter and doesn't like the mess, this is for you. There you go. You can just let me try and catch the light. And you can kind of see that alright. That's a little tool to have in your kit, the Wink Stella, because it's going to give you that nice shimmer on your cards. Dimensionals. I got 3 dimensionals like mad. I ordered dimensional. So let's put some dimensional. Yeah. Just gonna add that there. Now I've got a like you. Thank you. Time for a happy dance. Sending a card instead of a text. So let's take our happy birthday, and we'll just stamp. Or you can stamp it even in Evening Evergreen. But the black goes with our designer series paper. What do I do? I've got a bit of black here. So not like that handwritten. If you see, it's all that handwritten stuff. I like that look. Just the dimensional set up. I think I've used nearly all of my Just Jade cardstock, so I don't have any. So I ordered like so much, but I loved it. And staying with Misty Moonlight. Looking forward to sharing with you all about the new catalog in May. But if you would like to know more information about it, please don't hesitate to contact me, and I will get all that to you. Now, all right, let's tie a little bow. Yeah, green. We've got every green today. We've done lots in green today, haven't we? The first card we did with that artfully layered bundle was on the green tinges, wasn't it? This ties well. See how I'm tying it upside down? It helps. I've just noticed that I do that. I didn't even think, but it helps for your tails to sit right. Because ever notice when you tie a bow, the tails will be upside down, so why not do it that way and then it'll come right. Now we've got some gilded gems. These are Retiring by Memory. So you get different sizes in the pack. I'm just adding 3. We'll stamp the flower in. I'm just going to go with the mint macaron and just do the little ones. I forget the orientation of the card sometimes, but in this case it wouldn't have mattered. So that's birthday card number 3. Don't I mentioned they will cut over stock, but you will be dealing with someone. I'm going to is like it's so fun and purple part that makes sense some of the greatest and same stamping parts and little flowers with front, and then I leave some shading with a sponge daub with a splash using sources and blended that again. Add some Stella on that. Alright. Which one do you like better? Perfect. I loved this one when I made it, and I made this and I love that too. I just like the cooler tones of the green as well. So both for different reasons, and it's just nice to see combinations and how just changing can change how it looks. Now for our last card, I'm in the Waves of the Ocean paper. Now this is a limited length. It is while supplies last, this paper, and this bundle is in the new catalog. So I will show you that. You get clouds and the pelican and the nice wave. So this bundle will carry over, but the Waves of the Ocean Designer Series paper, these gems, they're called rhinestone waves. They are while supplies last. So that's if you like. And the foils, there's blue, and it's a blue, 2 tones of blue, like a more royal blue. And I will do a class with that so you can see what's going on with those papers and what's there. And that is while supplies last too. So for my card, this is more a layout style of card I'm showing you. I've got a specific point card base and some bits and pieces of card, and I have got some of this Waves of the Ocean Designer Series paper. It's really pretty paper. For design series paper, which you can use as a style for other paper. The Let's Set Sail bundle as well. So that's a bundle which I'm using. And we're going to do some layering. Pieces everywhere. That's one of them is going to cut smaller. Alright. So this is what I've done is cut, I'm gonna do that and that. We're just gonna add that like as a little, right? So you can I might even make that on the small. Yeah, that's a better piece. So we'll do that, and we're just gonna glue that down. So you can use either side. If you prefer, but this side. This paper is really nice. It's got even granny apple green in the mix for colors. So this looks like Coastal Cabana, Pacific Point. There's Night of Navy in there. And I like that it's got Pacific Point because that's one of those colors that doesn't get much notice. and it is a nice color. Then you could even switch that around like that, change it up a bit. You could cut two pieces of paper at that same way and then swap them. So I think you had two cards with one card kind of. Then that's a piece of Coastal Cabana, and I'm just going to glue that down. So we're just creating our base. Now I'm going to do some stamping. This has a little bit of a wider border than my original card, but we can trim that. Stamping. I have got our little boat here. Create template letters in with my punch, and I just punched it. And we'll get this. I will add that. I'm trying to work out which way the punch is going. Right, so we've got that. I'm just going to use like a little template so I can punch it out at the same time. That's the idea of creating a date. And okay. And I can, squished it, but so I went with Night of Navy. And I'm just getting my paper piecing tool because I can stamp this. Now what you want is, you can always cut it. It wasn't meant to be. I looked at it upside down, but that's okay. And I'll show you. So this is what I will do. I had a feeling I was doing it wrong. So I'll trim that down. That was how not to do it. And then let me show you the proper way, and then I won't confuse you. This way. That's better. I don't need to confuse. So that works like that. So with the template, you can stamp both of them together. Now if you wanted to do different colors, then stamp them separately. It doesn't matter. And you still just it's slightly off, however I can do it. That's probably, and I said in theory it should work, but I'm just slightly off. Is it? That does work for your punches. It's much of a muchness. I did my samples with the template. Help when you've got this, but like if you've got little image on a punch, then it helps. Now we're just going to glue that straight on. This paper has like lots of blues, plus it's got the granny apple green, so all those colors work together well. I'm just going to use the white boat, that the yoke that came with got punched out. I'm not doing anything else. Just gluing that straight down. And put there. So you could have put maybe one in Pacific Point or Bermuda Bay if you wanted, or could go red, any of that, like anything like that. Right, now we need a sentiment. This is where I use, because the stamp set does not come with a birthday sentiment, like it does say hope it's your best day ever, so you could use it for anything. Adventure away, it's like, I think it's great for, like, if someone's, I don't know, going on a holiday or graduating and doing something, you know, different types of courses, and let your dreams set. That's like graduation. So I've paired it with the Kite Delight stamp set, and this is why I all purpose I got this up, because I just wanted the happy birthday, because kind of another year flies by. Didn't quite work with the pitch. Well, it could be flop, but not quite. So that's why I did that. And it makes it more oops, it makes it more. So with that stamp, because it's falling off, if I remember, really a good wash with soapy water will stop that thing happening, falling off. This happens to photopolymer stamps. But then if what happens to me is happen, and then I forget once I finish this. Sorry guys, oh my goodness, I'm just seeing your comments. Beryl, good evening, from like an hour back. Alana, nice to see you. You love the border, you like the green card, and I'm assuming you're talking about one we did just before. Sorry about that. Goodness, I was checking for, and it just started to, yeah, honestly. Well, I'm glad I see seeing the coil before the end of the evening. Far out. I would have seen them eventually. Alrighty. You get two in this, which are good for sentiments, right? So you get two big wave dies, which are great. Some cloud dies and things, but the sentiments. Just by way of explanation. So you've got special sentiments, actual sentiments that fit specifically for that, but I'm just using another one. Obviously, that's it. And that's in the mix match. You can, I'm not tying ribbon, but you can loop twine or ribbon through those little holes. Try different things, eh? This is satisfying when you finish your dimensionals. Okay, yes. Got rid of one lot. For my, I still don't know what I'm going to do on the inside, but we'll work it out. I think I'm going to put some paper in on that. I want to show you this paper. It's really pretty, and you've got to see it. So, seeing them bring it out, you can see all my bits and pieces. So that's the paper. I thought I had shown it, but no, I had shown it at a team meeting, and that's why I kind of feel like I've shown it. How pretty is that? I've got more sheets, hang on. Like canvas. It's pretty cool. Which one do we have? We could go any really, but I think it's this one. So it's got that nice pinky to it. So you could go very girly as well with this. But so when I get a pack of new paper, I would generally cut 1/2 of it in like a 6 to 6 inches, like if it's a 12 by 12 pack. That enables me to at least, you know, one's cut and I'm ready to go with it. And then you don't mind like using it either. Unless if it's in 12 by 12, you go, get a bit like, not stingy, but like hoarder like. You feel bad to cut it up. At least if it's cut in half, you want to use it, and it's much easier to access as well. So that, and let's cut a piece of this for the inside. You can see sometimes I haven't decided what I'm going to do on the inside, and then the gems are really pretty too. So imagine if, see how I'm cutting, imagine if I didn't have a trimmer, how crooked would I cut? I'll be in lots of trouble. Like I say, I can't draw a straight line with a ruler. Alright, let's put this in here, and that ties in our cut together, and I'll show you my sample. This is the other one with Granny Apple Green, Night of Navy at the base. So that's another piece of the designer series paper. But let's put some gems, which I forgot. Which ones? We'll put the deeper blue, the Night of Navy. Yeah, so that's Granny Apple Green and Night of Navy, and I've just done the same sort of layering. This has a bit of a larger border, but other than that, similar sort of card, and hope you've enjoyed that bit of a not a sneak peek. This has been around, but just I haven't done much with that actual Waves of the Ocean designer series paper, so I thought I will share with you some of that, and you will get that in your kit as well, so you can enjoy that. I'm just going to bring in the cards we've made today. That is one lot. To recap, That's the first one. And under the mountain on my desk at the moment is the yellow and green one. It's always like this after a live, especially after I do full cards, not after a live so much. So we've got those. So we'll pull out the ones that I didn't make today. So give us a bit of space. So we've got that. And off. That's with the Wink of Stella. Wink of Stella is a nice inexpensive tool. I think it's just under $12 by memory. So and it lasts a good long time and can mix the colors and things. It's because it's clear, you can mix it. So it's a good way to color. I will have the list up for you, but any orders you place, I will provide all the cardstock, the embellishments, ribbon for you for anything over $60. Just make sure you place that order before Sunday. Orders over $90, you're going to get the ribbon, that whole roll of ribbon free, or something equivalent if that is sold out, because that's on retiring list. And I will provide the PDF as well for you for the full card, so you can use that. Again, if you would like a catalog, please contact me. The first round orders are closing on the 31st, so I need to know by tomorrow, so that you can get that. They're being sent direct by Stamping Up, so I need to get in the names by Thursday, so that's why I need to know by tomorrow. After that, I have to order them and send it to you, so it could take a little bit longer. So if you want a catalog, just let me know. As I said, if you have ordered with me, you will get one free of charge. If you haven't ordered with me in the past, it's the $10 to just cover the postage, and that includes all your catalogs for the year up to the next annual catalog, and you will get a $10 credit to use during the month of May. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget, place your orders, and any retiring products are available while supplies last, and I hope